Okay, let me show you how I achieved this look using a full face of the best makeup of 2023 available at Sephora right now. Well, hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. Perhaps you have already watched the video that I uploaded a couple days ago where I share with you the best makeup of 2023 that is available right now at Sephora. Basically, I focused that video on just the products that they were not only launched this 2023, but that they are the best formulations of the year, the ones that they shine above all. And as you can tell, I have zero makeup right now. So I went ahead and just grabbed, well, not all of them, obviously, because on that video I have not only like one eyeshadow palette, I have a couple eyeshadow palettes, a couple foundations, and a couple of lipsticks. So I just pick and choose a few products, and I'm gonna be creating a full face of the best makeup of 2023 that is available at Sephora right now. Because if you don't know, the Sephora sale, it's going on right now, October 27. Those who are Rouge members, woohoo, we get to shop the sale with 20% off. I will be leaving all those details, the code, the links to each of the products that I'm talking about today on the description box below. And don't you worry if you are a VIB or an insider, don't you worry, you get to shop on Halloween, October 31st. But on October 27th, everybody can shop the Sephora collection with 30% off, regardless of your tier. I'm going to prepare first my face with Charlotte Tilbury, the water cream. This is her new version, a new formula that is more like gel-like consistency. It's not as thick as the original Magic Cream. And oh my goodness, this is like a drink of water for your face. It's a very interesting product in terms that, I mean, yes, it is a moisturizer, but why I say it's interesting is because somehow, in a phenomenal way, it will just keep the hydration on your skin throughout the entire day. And that's something that I truly appreciate. And you may be wondering, Jacqueline, you have raved so much about these Gucci illuminating drops. Why are you not using it? Well, because I don't know why, but it has become hard to find. In fact, not even at Sephora's website. Although when I Google it, I can see it, but when I click it, it shows like the product is not available anymore at Sephora's website. Perhaps there is a glitch, I don't know. So I decided to sadly leave it aside for right now. But if it's amazing, it is amazing. I also need some hydration for my lips, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Summer Friday lip balm. It's so good. I love the scent too. It's not overwhelming and it really pampers your lips. And from the foundations that I recommended on that video, I'm gonna go with Guerlain Terracotta Le Teint. It's more of like a perfecting foundation, and I'm using it in the shade 2.5. Like I said, the details will be also in the description box below. If you want a perfected kind of makeup but still looking natural, and a type of foundation that it actually acts like a primer, that it will really not only stay on your skin, but it will help with the rest of the products that go on top of your makeup to really grip on. This foundation is fabulous. One thing though, it does have a little bit of scent. As soon as you apply it, you're going to smell it. Right now, it has dissipated. I cannot smell it anymore. If you don't like any scents, I will then suggest perhaps go with the Hourglass foundation, the one that it was released last year. And that's why I don't have it right here, because this video is dedicated to the products that they were launched this year in a specific. And by the way, I'm using the Sephora Pro Brush number 56, which is an excellent brush, not only to apply foundation, but you will see in a minute, I'm going to use it also for my contour, etc. And to get a 30% off, I think that's amazing too. Now look at this foundation. Doesn't it look perfect? I do have dry skin on the perimeters of my face, but a little bit more of like normal skin right here in the middle where I have my enlarged pores. This foundation just looks like, I don't know, like nothing had happened, but everything had happened, because now my skin looks perfect. It's so even. I can still see my freckles. Yes, you can apply more and it can be literally a full coverage foundation, but I don't think it's needed. I mean, this foundation is just so beautiful the way it is, and the shade is perfect. It matches me to perfection. I want to achieve a very perfecting makeup look, but without looking like too makeupy or too cakey. That's something that I will never go for and never buy. at all on whatsoever. And lately, we have seen so many drops on concealers. On my recommendations, I have a few. And right now, I'm thinking between the YSL or the Gucci one. The Gucci one is a really good one, but it's more natural. I think perhaps the YSL is even more perfecting. The Gucci, though, I really love how stretchy it is, but I think this one will give me a more perfecting look. So let's go for the one of YSL, the All Hours Precise Angles Concealer. And truly, the doe foot applicator, it just gives you so much precision. Like you will see, look, because it has that kind of like arrow point, you can just like take it here and it gets exactly inside that inner corner. I do have very dark and dry circles, as you can see. Now, the only thing that I'm not using right now that perhaps I should have used, it's a little bit of color corrector, which I feel that with this concealer, I still need it because they don't have one that has a peachy undertone, but regardless, it's a great concealer with what I feel is more of a medium to buildable coverage. While I let sit a little bit that concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. This is the Gucci brow pencil. I know this is not new, but I don't recall, honestly, any brow pencil that was launched this year that really impressed me. All of them they have been either releases from 2022 or prior to. So I'm just using this one that I love so much. Honestly, Gucci does amazing products. Very solid makeup line, not only on the formulas, but also on their shades. Same thing with brow gels. There's nothing really new that heads over heels, so I'm just using the one from Patrick Ta. Sephora 57 brush, and let's blend this concealer. Now, on the description of this concealer, it says that it has a matte finish, but I feel that it has more of a natural finish. Perhaps, yes, a little bit on the matte side, but not too much. I do have a lot of fine lines under my eyes, and this concealer is non-drying, so it does have a very, very thin light consistency. It's super even and is creaseless too. And you know what? Another thing that impressed me a lot is like the Gucci concealer too. It lasted hours and hours on end. Literally bulletproof. I'm just adding a little bit more, and I'm sure most of you will not need more coverage than, the first 2 or 3 dots. I'm just using a little bit more because I do have very dark and dry circles, and I just need a little bit more coverage than most people. Look at this concealer. Phew, perfection. I'm gonna go for some contour, and on my recommendations video, I mentioned this beauty, the one from Tom Ford, as a bonus product because honestly, this year there hasn't been any cream bronzer that really has impressed me. But also, I forgot on that recommendations video to mention this beauty by Westman Atelier is the contour stick. I use the shade Truffle. This is so convenient, mostly if I think it's so user friendly for the everyday consumer. I also love the formulation, and I use the shade Truffle because it goes better with my skin tone. If you are lighter than me, I will say then go with Biscuit, and if you have a deeper complexion, I don't remember exactly the shade name, but they do have a deeper tone. And you see, look how easy it is to blend. And by the way, I was using the same brush from Sephora. I love this contour stick by Westman Atelier because as you are able to see, it gave me definition, but it's not harsh. It doesn't look like exaggerated or too much. Now, for blush, I'm going to go to our darling Charlotte Tilbury. She came out with her matte beauty blush once at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to use the shade Pillow Talk. And actually, this one is a new one because my oldest daughter, she tried it once and she said, "Oh, mom, I love this one." She was using more the Rare Beauty blushes, the ones that they come in a tube. Mostly, I mean, obviously, Selena, she's younger. She really wanted to use those. But then when she tried this one, she said, "Oh, mom, now this is a lot better. The other one sometimes it can be a little bit patchy or I can overuse too much. This is so easy." And that's something super important to me too. Like when I'm recommending something to you, I'm thinking in the customer everyday perspective, not in that the makeup artist kind of idea. So it was so rewarding to hear the feedback from my daughter and that she find it not only beautiful but also easy to use. So I'm just gonna just squeeze a little. You don't really do not need too much. And I'm just gonna dab a few dots and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Again, same brush, and we're gonna blend, blend, blend. I like to take it towards my temples. And although this is a matte blush, it's not completely flat. It does have a very beautiful natural finish without any luminosity. Look, it is perfection. Now, obviously, you can build up a little bit more. We can do so a little. And you saw that it's not patchy either. It has a little bit of this blurring kind of effect too that I actually love. My goal in terms of the skin, I want an ethereal look. And for that, this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit and Lock palette, it is phenomenal. I mean, you can choose any of the three different palettes. The one that perhaps I use mostly on a daily basis is the Leopard one. It's a great palette for those of us that we have light to medium complexions. But when I want to have, like I said, an ethereal look, I like to go with the lightest one. Now, I have it customized with the owl case, which you can only get it done at the Hourglass website. But otherwise, if you're shopping at Sephora, it's going to come with a jellyfish case. Now, I do have discount codes with different brands like Hourglass, Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, many of these brands I do have discount codes. So if you're not necessarily shopping the Sephora sale, you can take advantage of those discounts. Like I said, those promo codes will be in the description box below. But I'm going to go to this powder and I'm just going to set a little bit the middle of my face and a little bit under my eye area. Then I'm going to go to the bronzer and I'm using a double-ended Hourglass brush. This is a gray brush. I don't know about you, but I love double-ended brushes. They are so useful, mostly when you go traveling. It really cuts down on space too. I'm going to tap a little bit on this blush and I'm just going to bring it towards the front because it's a little bit brighter. And then I'm going to go to the deepest blush and then taking it towards the temple. And look at that. So good. Tom Ford highlighter in Rose Irise. It does have a little bit of like a rosy undertone. And this is not like a strong highlighter, but rather a luminizer, meaning that it's going to be a little bit more sheer. Do you see right there? So it's going to let your skin peek through. And this shade is just so gorgeous because it does give this very ethereal kind of look, very angelic. The rose tone is not too harsh. If you don't want the rosy tone, the other tone is gorgeous too. I do have it, but I'm going for, like I said, this kind of ethereal look and a little bit more cooler tone too. For eyeshadow, I know you may be thinking, oh, she's gonna use an Natasha Denona. I need a nude eyeshadow palette. No, I'm not. I'm not. I think in general, the best formula perhaps this year. I say perhaps because we still have a full on month to go through and there may be another surprises, but to me, YSL has done an incredible job in formulation. This is something that at least we don't see very often, not even in high-end makeup or luxury makeup. It's very innovative. The matte shades are very creamy. The satins, they just have this cream to powder formulation that is fantastic. They blend like a dream, but then they have these wet eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, this is just perfection. Perfection. I do have a full review on these YSL eyeshadow quads because these arrived to Europe and other countries before they made their way here to United States. So I'm gonna go with this is actually a Sonia G Classic Crease. That's something that I need to actually get my hands on eyeshadow brushes from Sephora because at 30% off, I think this could be a good time for me to just get some brushes from them. And I'm just going with a lighter shade, kind of using it as a base. Now with the same brush, I'm going to go to this shade and I'm going to use it on my outer third and also on my crease. And you know what? Before I sat down, I was looking into the Sephora website just to create more content. And I saw this same color story, which is called Store Dolls, came back in stock, which I'm so happy about because I'm pretty sure they are going to have it in stock for the sale. And believe me, you do not want to miss on this formulation from YSL. Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm going to go to the deepest shade. Love these eyeshadows. They are so easy to blend and airbrush. Now you have to see this. Look, look at this. So gorgeous. Wet looking. Such a beauty. You don't need to apply it with your fingers, obviously. I just like to do so. You can just go ahead and do it with a brush. BK Beauty 204 brush, and I'm gonna go with shade and applying it on my lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer. I'm going to the deepest brown shade and I'm taking it on my outer third and just define this area. I know this is not a new product. This is by Hourglass and it's a gel eye pencil. It is fantastic. It doesn't move. It's easy to blend, but it's also incredible for the waterline. And I love this shade too because it's not a black shade, but it's a very deep brown, but it does the job so nicely. Going to a holy grail because honestly, I haven't seen any eyeliner as good as this one by Tom Ford. I know it is a pretty penny, but it will last you for at least one, even a year and a half. And because it's also double-ended, you have double the product, which at the long run, I feel that is one of those products that if you count the cost per wear, it becomes less expensive than keep buying other liquid eyeliners. My only complaint is why they don't bring it in brown. I want a brown on this same formula. You see, it's very easy to achieve a wing with either side. But, okay, you want to see this other side? I actually, you can see the little hairs right here. I basically squeeze the most out of this eyeliner. I'm like, this is squeeze my wallet, okay? So I need to squeeze the product and make sure I get the most out of it. Westman Atelier, I Want You Mascara, IEYI. Do you see what I mean? And I have it here in the shade Black. It comes in brown too, which I'm excited. Now, this mascara is very interesting in terms that it's a little bit on the drier side, making it a little bit more dense, but it will not weigh down your lashes. It actually gives definition and volume more than length. I don't see that it will give me a lot of length, but you can build it and build it and build it, and it will just create this beautiful illusion of fun lashes. And it also lifts them up really nicely. For lip liner, I'm gonna go with something that is actually not new, but it's one that I love and is by Makeup Forever in Anywhere Caffeine. And actually, I was looking into the Sephora website and they do have a set with Anywhere Caffeine as well as other shades at a great price too. And if you don't know, these are artist pencils, so you can use it also as eyeliner for your waterline. It's not only a lip liner. Hourglass Unlock lipstick in the shade Tide. A gorgeous nude tone. Perfect for this eyeshadow look, if I say so myself. And I like to add a little bit of a lip gloss. There's nothing that rivals my tone for lip gloss. This one is In the Bath. Well, there are a couple that they will rival these, but they are not carried at Sephora. And these just gave me those juicy lips that I love. Okay, friends, let's do a little bit of finishing powder. Guerlain Meteorites, but I highly suggest you to look into the limited edition holiday meteorites because they come in these, oh my god, gorgeous tin. I'm gonna put a picture right here. And these meteorites, they are just magical. That's what they are. I'm gonna be using my La Mer brush, and this is the brush that I literally use exclusively. Well, I shouldn't say exclusively, but for the meteorites, this is the one that I use. And I'm just gonna buff my makeup. And the meteorites, they just give a aura kind of effect, like a glow, like you have been kissed by an angel, and just brings everything together so beautifully. Mm, so good. Look at that. Just perfect. Perfection. Now let's lock this makeup. I'm sorry, also not a new product, but a product that you can really trust because it actually locks the makeup and it doesn't change the finish of the makeup. Like for example, right now I do have a luminous kind of makeup look. It's not glowy, it's not dewy, but it's not matte either. And I just want to keep it this way. So I'm gonna go for Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And you see, no change, no droplets, and fully set. No look is done without the fragrance of the day, and I'm going with Burberry Goddess. This fragrance is the perfect fragrance for early fall and for every day between fall and winter. It does have a trilogy of vanilla, but it's not overly sweet or gourmand-like. Mm. It's just so beautiful. And it does have a little bit of a citrus aspect in the opening. Then the vanilla is not, again, it's not your baking vanilla. It's not that sweet, ooh, too much of vanilla. Nothing of that. In fact, it does have even a little bit of lavender, which it brings that calming factor because that's the way I feel about this fragrance. It's calming, it's beautiful. It's a fragrance that in a way is intriguing because to me is kind of like the it girl fragrance. The one that he's gonna turn around. He's gonna be like, who is she? What is she wearing? Because it is intriguing, but it's not overwhelming. It's not knocking the other person around you. It's the total opposite. It actually is kind of enchanting. I receive a lot of compliments with this fragrance. It's one of the best designer fragrances that they have launched this year. And again, perfect for, I think, all year around, but mostly fall and winter. It's just cozy, like a very light, soft cashmere sweater, just like that. Cozy, beautiful, but not overwhelming, yet fresh, intriguing. I mean, we're talking about that it girl kind of perfume. And I'm pretty sure this one comes also in a set. So I will do my homework and I will make sure to put, if I find a value set aside to the single product, I will also put it on that description box below. So that way it's a lot easier for you to find. But what do you think, my friends, about this look? I'm not saying that my skin is perfect, but do you see this makeup look and how everything is flawless? There's no harsh lines. It's just on point. It's because these are the best makeup products of 2023 that are available right now at Sephora. Their formulations are impeccable, and therefore you don't need to be a makeup artist to achieve this look because these products perform amazing. The right products, the right tools, and just play with it, and this is what you get. I'm in love, obsessed with this makeup look, and in love with all the products that I use today. But I want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to all of you, my friends, for watching this video. That's the first thing, for being supportive. I understand if you don't want to shop the sale, or if you're not in the mode of shopping, whatever is the case, it doesn't matter. What it matters to me the most is that you are here and you're supporting me. And for those who are shopping and you're deciding to shop through my links, a big thank you, a big thank you for that support, because it really helps me out, and I'm sure you know that. So thank you so much to all of you. I now would love to know which of these products you have them already on your wish list, or perhaps you already have them in your cart, or perhaps you have already tried them. I want to hear from you, so make sure you leave that comment on the comment section down below while you're at it. And if you haven't done so yet, don't wait too long. It's very simple and it's completely free. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. It would be incredible if you can please come and follow me both on my Instagram and TikTok. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That way, more beauty lovers like yourself and myself can discover this channel and we can grow our family. So I really appreciate it if you give it a like and also share with family and friends. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.